Good morning, one and all. My name is Zendur Gaurav from EC Department, Vignan Snirla. Today we'll discuss the inverse jet transform things that we have seen in the last class. The inverse jet transform of the particular long division method. Now we'll see the partial fractions method. That is the second type of partial fraction method. In the partial fractions method, we'll perform the inverse J transform. For example, consider the example like this. This was the example what I am taking. That is x of z is equal to z inverse by 3 minus 4 z inverse plus z power minus 2. Convert this z inverse powers to the z by multiplying the z square on both sides. Z square into z inverse 3z square minus 4z plus 1. Z square into z inverse is z by 3z square minus 4z plus 1. When we take this 1 by 3 has been common out, therefore that is z by 1 by 3 I am taking as common, z square minus 4 by 3z plus 1 by 3. Therefore the roots of this one as 3 into z minus 1 into z minus 1 by 3. That is x of z. Therefore x of z by z is equal to 1 by 3 into z minus 1 by z minus 1 by 3. Z minus 1 into z minus 1 by 3. Therefore x of z by z is equal to this x of z by z will be written as a by z minus 1 plus b by z minus 1 by 3. Therefore here the numerator has 1, that's 1 is equal to a into z minus 1 by 3 plus b into z minus 1, b into z minus 1. Therefore when we calculate the a and b values, a value as 1 by 2, b as minus 1 by 2. If you substitute that values, x of z by z is equal to 1 by 2 by z minus 1 minus 1 by 2 by z minus 1 by 3. X of z is equal to 1 by 2 into z by z minus 1 minus 1 by 2 into z by z minus 1 by 3. Therefore its inverse z transform as x of n is equal to 1 by 2 into z by z minus 1 is 1 power n u of n minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 whole power n u of n. 1 by 3 whole power n u of n. Next problem will be this one. That's the find the inverse z transform of the x of z, which is equal to 3z inverse by 1 minus z inverse by 1 minus 2z inverse. And for a it is the mod z greater than 2, and b for mod z less than 1 and 1 less than mod z less than 2. Therefore this x of z is equal to, when we change this particular one, that's multiply the z square in the numerator and denominator, 1z to here, that's why z minus 1z here, z minus 2, like this, z square. Z inverse into z square is 3z. 3z by z minus 1 into z minus 2. Therefore take this z to this side, that is x of z by z is equal to 3 by z minus 1 into z minus 2. Therefore when we take the partial fractions, x of z by z is equal to a by z minus 1 plus b by z minus 2. Therefore here the numerator is 3 is equal to a into z minus 2 plus b into z minus 1. The values of a as minus 3 and b as plus 3. Therefore our x of z, what we have got here is, with the a value as minus 3, z by z minus 1 plus b value 3 for z by z minus 2. We need to find out inverse z transform for the three cases. When the first case has a mod z greater than 2. When we say that mod z greater than 2, draw one particular circle with the radius as mod z equal to 2. Mod z equal to 2. That means we'll have a pole at 2 here, another pole is at 1. Right? Now, the beyond this, the ROC will be present. Beyond this, the ROC is present. Because of this particular ROC, let for the while looking at the pole 2, the ROC is outside, and similarly looking at the pole 1, the ROC is outside. That's greater than case. That's why we'll write like this: x of n is equal to minus 3, as the ROC is outside. Therefore, we'll write 1 power n u of n plus 3 into 2 power n u of n plus 3 into 2 power n u of n. That is our x of n. If the mod z is less than 1, then it is the case of, for the mod z less than 1 case, this is the pole 1, this is the pole 2. The ROC is this one. While looking at the pole 1, it is inside. While looking at the pole 2, it is also inside. Therefore, its x of n will be equal to inside now. That's why we need to write the minus is already present here. That's why 3 into 1 power n u of minus n minus 1 plus again the minus 3 into 2 power n u of minus n minus 1 u of minus n minus 1, like that. Now for the next case, as this one has 1 less than mod z less than 2. Therefore the expression for the 1 less than mod z less than 2, the ROC will be like this. Between 1 and 2 we'll have the ROCs. For the mod z greater than 1 we'll have the ROCs. That's why 3 into 1 power n u of n. For the mod z less than 2, it will be the ROC as minus 3 into 2 power n u of minus n minus 1. That will be our ROC. That the corresponding ROC is x of n. Next, similarly, we can also find out, we can have the questions like this, like find all possible Z transforms, all possible Z transforms for the x of z, as that is x of z is equal to z into z square minus 4z plus 5 by z cube minus 6z square plus 11z minus 6. Hence, this x of z, the denominator, when we find the roots of that one, z into z square minus 4z plus 5 by, in the denominator we'll have the roots as 1, 2 and 3. That's why I'm writing it as the z minus 1 into z minus 2 into z minus 3. Therefore, the x of z is equal to a by z minus 1 plus b by z minus 2 plus c by z minus 3. C by z minus 3. Provided take this x of 1z to this side, hence our numerator is z square minus 4z plus 5 is equal to a into z minus 2 into z minus 3 plus b into z minus 1 into z minus 3 plus c into z minus 1 into z minus 2. Find the values of a, b and c. Then the values of the a will be a as 1, b as minus 1 and the c as 1. Therefore the x of z will be given by x of z by z as, that's a by z minus 1 plus b by z minus 2, that's c by z minus 3. So when we substitute the a as 1 and b as minus 1 and c as 1 like this, therefore the x of z is equal to z by z minus 1 minus z by z minus 2 plus z by z minus 3. Therefore, for the first possible combinations, we need to study about the possible combinations of ROCs with the pole set z is equal to 1, 2, 3. Take the three poles like this, one at 1, second one at 2 and the third one is at 3. Initially take the first ROCs like this, another circle, here also another circle. The first ROC I am taking is the mod z greater than 3. That's ROC mod z greater than 3. While looking at the pole at 3, the ROC is outside. Looking at the 2, ROC is outside. Looking at 1, ROC is outside. For the first case of the ROC as, in the case 1, that's mod z greater than 3. While looking at the pole 3, the ROC is outside. Similarly, at looking at the pole 2, the ROC is outside. Looking at the pole 1, the ROC is outside. Therefore, we can write it as a causal sequences only. That's why x of n is equal to, here, z by z minus 1, its inverse Z transform as 1 power n u of n. For this one, minus 2 power n u of n plus 3 power n u of n. That is for the case 1. The second type of the ROC is this one, between the 2 and 3. Between the 2 and 3. That's why in the case 2, the ROC is 2 less than mod z less than 3. While looking at the pole 3, it is inside. While looking at the pole 1, it is outside. That's why 1 power n u of n. Looking at the pole 2, it's outside. That's why minus 2 power n u of n. For looking at the pole 3, it is inside. That's why minus 3 power n u of minus n minus 1. It is a non-causal sequence. As the ROC at looking at the pole 3 is inside, therefore we need to take the n in the negative, that is a non-causal one. In the case 3, when our ROC is between the 1 and 2, between 1 and 2, that's 1 less than mod z less than 3. Similarly, looking at the pole 1, the ROC is outside. That's why first we need to write 1 power n whole power n u of n. Looking at the pole 2, it is inside. Here also minus is there, therefore plus 2 power n u of minus n minus 1 as a non-causal sequence. And similarly, looking at the pole 3, it is again the inside only. That's why minus 3 power n u of minus n minus 1. In the case 4, that is inside the circle of radius 1, that mod z less than 1. For this case, the ROC is inside to the pole 1, ROC is inside to the pole 2, ROC is inside to the pole 3. Everything is inside only. That's why everything will be written in terms of the non-causal sequence. That's why x of n is equal to minus 1 power n u of minus 1 minus 1 minus plus, already minus is there, that's why plus whole power n u of minus n minus 1 minus 3 power n u of minus n minus 1. This is the 4 combinations of the corresponding x of z. If the poles are being 3, we'll have the 4 combinations of ROCs like this, but for mod z greater than 3, between 2 and 3, between 1 and 2, and the mod z less than 1. Considering another example, that x of z is equal to z square by z minus 1 by z square by z minus 3. Here also take the one z as the common. That's why I am writing it as x of z by z is equal to z by z minus 1 plus z by z minus 3. Now x of z by z will be in the form of the x of z by z will be in the form of the partial fractions only. Therefore, connection to the basis. Next one, take this z to this side, that z into z minus 1 plus z into z minus 3. Therefore, its z transform as, that is x of z will be given by, that is z into z minus 1 plus z into z minus 3. Therefore, when we take the inverse z transform, its x of n is equal to, we know the z transform of z by z minus 1 as 1 power n u of n. Similarly here also, z by z minus 3, it's 1 by 3 whole power n u of n. But for getting this particular z, the n will be shifted by the n plus 1. Why? Because it is the shifting property like this. We know that x of n, whose z transform as x of z, for the shifting property x of n minus m is being shifted as x of z into z power minus m. Now, when we take the x of n plus m, it's z transform x of z into z power m. Z power m. If we take that n value as 1 here, then it's z transform as x of z into z. Whenever we'll have a z here, that means what, in the x of z we'll have a z here, that is similar to this one. Therefore, its inverse z transform should be have n plus 1, that is n will be replaced by the n plus 1. Therefore, the given or the got x of n will be given by 1 power n u of n plus 1 by 3 whole power n u of n, and the n will be replaced by n plus 1 for satisfying the z in the x of z. Therefore, 1 power n plus 1 u of n plus 1 plus 1 by 3 whole power n plus 1 u of n plus 1. That is our x of n. If you see for this particular one, x of z, simply multiply the numerator and denominator with z square. That's why z square minus 1.8 z plus 0.8. Take this 1 z to this side, x of z by z is equal to z by z square minus 1.8 z plus 0.8. When we find the roots of this one, it will be the z minus 1 into z minus 0.8. Therefore, then x of z by z will be equal to a by z minus 1 plus b by z minus 2, which is equal to, when we find out the values of a and b by equating the numerators, here numerator as z, here numerator as a into z minus 2 plus b into z minus 1. Therefore, the finding the a and b values, the a and b values as a 5 and b as minus 4. Substitute that values here. That's x of z by z is equal to 5 by z minus 1 minus 4 by z minus 0.8. Therefore, x of z is equal to 5z by z minus 1 minus 4z by z minus 0.8. Therefore, the one pole is at z is equal to 1 and z is equal to 0.8. When we look at the ROCs, at the 0.8 we'll have a one pole, at 1 we'll have a another pole. This has one circle, another one is this one. Now considering the first case of the ROC as that mod z greater than 1, this one. For the mod z greater than 1, while looking at the pole 1, it is outside, pole 2, that's 0.8, and again it is outside. That's why x of n will be written as 5 into 1 power n u of n minus 4 into 0.8 whole power n u of n. U of n. That's 5 into 1 power n u of n minus 4 into 0.8 whole power n u of n. Similarly, in the case 2, for the mod z less than 0.8, that's x of n is equal to, if it is less than, for looking at the poles, it will be inside. That's why we need to take it into the non-causal sequence. That's why minus whole power n u of minus 1 minus 1 plus 4 into 0.8 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. In the case 3, that the 1.8 less than mod z less than 1. Therefore, its x of n is equal to 5 into, in between these two we'll have the ROCs. While looking at the pole at 1, it will be inside. That's why minus 1 power n u of minus n minus 1 plus 4 into, while looking at the pole at 0.8, it will be outside. That's 0.8 whole power n u of n. These are the possible combinations of the ROCs. That's way of calculating the inverse Z transform using the partial fractions method. Thank you.